First solo trip of the year. Cheers!
So I made it to the campground, my first solo trip. I think it really rained here last night. The site is usually pretty nice, but it's mucky, full of needles. I don't know what that is. And you can see where the water has been rippling. I got here 40 minutes late because I took 2 wrong turns. Actually, I took a wrong exit and then I took a wrong turn. But we got here, I got 2 tables. I got to move one of those. And yeah. So I'm here, I'm gonna get set up, start a fire, and open step 2. The sun's starting to set up there. It's getting kind of late, it's like 8:30. So I think that is the driest corner of all of this. So I'm gonna lay my tarp down. I have my unigear Space Dome 2 tent. It's a pretty good little tent. Got aluminum poles and packs down really small. Has its own red peg. So I'll get it up and we'll have a look at it. What the poles look like. They're red aluminum. Very tiny. Lots of them. So this is unigear Space Dome 2. So the sides go straight up and down. I don't have the fly on it yet. And I think this is the driest spot. I think they had a lot of rain in here last night, trying to get my fire going. And so let's hope it doesn't rain. Finished product. Unigear Space Dome 2. Has vents in the ceiling, 2 doors, and the sides go straight up and down. Kind of out of breath because it's very humid. And the fire is giving me a hard time. Now I gotta blow up my mattress. Fun, fun, fun. I don't know if you can hear the hollering, but it's 7:20 in the morning. It's been going on since 8 o'clock last night. The more they drank, the louder they got. Now they're throwing shit around. They were up all night. They're beating the doors off the both toilets. And now they're fighting with each other because they're so dumb drunk. And we're surrounded by kids. So this is my fire maple, multi-purpose, multi-use, single burner cook system. So I like the fire maple. I've used it about a year now. It's kind of a glorified water boiler for us though, just because if you cook anything with strong flavors, the water, your coffee and tea water will take on those flavors. And if you make coffee in it, everything tastes like coffee after. So it is just a glorified water boiler, but it comes with the pot. It's a little over a liter. It locks into place. See if we have markings on it. Yeah, so it holds a liter. And we use 16-ounce mugs, so it lasts a little while. So the fire maple also comes with your cooking ring. A lot of other systems, you have to buy these separate. So it just kind of snaps in place so that you can put a pot on top. So it is an all-in-one. I use the ISO Pro Mix. It's all season fuel blend. It's just, I live in Nova Scotia. It could be snowing tomorrow, who knows. So, but yeah, it worked well for us, and we've had it. Like I said, it's been a year now. We do use the windshield. I think it's just an Amazon product. That's the bag it came in. So yeah, for $100 cheaper than the jet oil, it's a good deal. So the morning after my first solo, pretty tired. It's pretty loud in here last night. There's some rowdy people. My chair, my little table, that's a little Bass Pro table. Folds up very small. I had everything in that gray dry bag. I think it's a 70 liter, 60, 70 liter, except the table. I had that strapped to the top. I love this size. It's been very wet though, so there's a lot of standing water. A lot of mosquitoes. So a little tarp up, it's supposed to rain later. And it keeps the tent a little darker. So that's just a cheap Amazon 10 by 10. But it is water resistant because it has like rubberized backing, and it is just ripstop nylon, but it works fantastic. So my morning view. Canopy overhead. Which kind of sucks for my little radio over there because it's solar powered and there's no sun. Yeah, our neighbors are pretty close, but it's worth it. I charge my phone. I'm not sure the name of this, but you can get them anywhere on Amazon. It is, let me see. And it holds power quite a while. It's charging right now, I think. Yeah. But I can charge my phone probably 3 times. And my little crank radio. The crank broke this morning, and it's not setting up for solar. And for the first time ever, it went dead. You can charge it at home. And we haven't charged it since last year, and we have used it 3 times already, so.
Raining pretty hard. Everything's kind of wet. Ground is like muddy. Fire pit's muddy. Tents are wet. Bikes are wet. Hammock is wet.
Surprise! And my hickory sticks. Yay!
We've camped in a lot of rainstorms, and we don't normally mind it. But this is a particularly wet and soggy site.
So our feet are, well, I'm in a puddle.
He's not in a puddle, but he's going to be soon. He did bring a shovel to dig some trenches. And we are in the storm zone. So let's hope they don't come and get us and tell us that we have to evacuate.
At least Paul got to use the shovel. He ordered that a couple years ago. Hold up your shovel, Paul, and show them what you got. It's an axe, it's a shovel, it's a pitchfork, it's like a little saw, it's got a
compass,
and like an arrowhead inside that you can use for a spear. Got little drains dug. I'm talking to my phone to let the water run off. It was a good idea to bring that shovel. That's where we're sitting. It's pretty flooded. That wood is pretty wet. Oh my God, look at the puddle down there.
Yeah. Summer coming.
Don't you love summer showers? Look out, it's at the top of the hill. Woo! So I'm in the process of packing up. When he showed up yesterday, he brought the rain with it. And there's a little bit of, my air mattress was a little wet. You can see the wet spot over there. All under where I was, that's where I slept. Only because I had to prop up the tarp on the rock. It rained so much, the water comes down through there, down through here, and it went right under the tent. But it didn't, it just sat there. So the tent is basically in a puddle now because it's a low spot. And I propped the tarp up with rocks to keep the water from off the tarp and under the tarp. Didn't help that much, but it's a good little tent overall. Yeah, we're almost packed up. Another weekend, warrior weekend. Done and over with. Tired now, I want to go home. Just for reference, on my unigear Space Dome 2 tent, this is my lawn chair. And this is the tent. That's the pack size. I know it's hard to see. Very tiny. I just shoved it in the bag because it's soaked. This water's been thawed out for the first time in 5 years. It's been in our deep freeze since Hurricane Dorian in 2019. I just drank one. It tasted pretty good. So it can't really have a expiry date.